Hey everybody, this is NSAA, and you are tuning in to the NSAA report number number 4. Let's get this started.
40 acres and a mule sure would be cool right about now. Bus all hot, crowded, and running late. Gonna make me miss my recertification, revalidation, reclassification date with the welfare people. Well, maybe not a mule, but at least 40 acres and a Ford Bronco would put me in good stead. Then maybe I could get ahead or at least get to the next job interview for a real good $5 an hour. Must be flexible and able to work on weekends, perform numerous tasks simultaneously with constant interruptions, wearing a headset, pantyhose, and high-heel shoes. Even 3 acres and a bike might make it so I could go to the unemployment office to get my check without being soaked with sweat from walking 2 miles after missing the bus to find out why my check wasn't mailed, all the while worrying about my man in jail and what we gonna eat tonight, tomorrow, and next week if they come down on me with some lame excuse like they haven't received my papers yet. With some land, even 1 acre, I could grow some good, healthy food for us to eat. That sure is a pleasant thing to think about, better than starting to shout at this suit and tie wearing mug who's trying to make me doubt my sanity, telling me he mailed the check yesterday. And surely it is on the way and will only take a couple of days. A couple of days. A couple of days. And all I can say as they carry me away after doing my best to wring his neck is, I want my 40 acres and a mule. I want my 40 acres and a mule. I want my 40 acres and a mule right now. With interest.
All right, that was Straight Out Scribes, Reparation Reverie. Straight Out Scribes is one of my favorite groups, as you know. Also, too, that's one of my favorite poems because she's, going to the welfare office. I don't know if you've ever been to the welfare office. I have. And it's always some kind of mix up with your paperwork and all kind of stuff. And, it's a full-time job to be on welfare. That's why people opt not to be on welfare and just be poor. Just go out there and try to make it as best as you can because it is so hard to be on welfare. All right. So, yes, this is the NSAA report number 4. And in the corner over my shoulder, you see my co-host. I figured out the name for my co-host. The co-host name is Coco. Coco, the co-host. I used to have a cat named Coco. So that's Coco, the co-host, and so we're gonna get this started. So what this is about is me just trying to get the information out there, what's going down, and what I'm involved in and everything's nature. So we're going to cover a couple of things. So we're going to cover the poetry scene, what I'm doing in the poetry world. And then also, too, we're going to cover Black Talk Sacramento, some stuff. So there's some interesting things happening with Black Talk Sacramento. And yeah. Okay. So let's get this started. All right. First up on our events is Mahogany Urban Poetry. Today is April the 20th. So we coming to the end of Poetry Month, or we right in the middle, either way. But tonight is Mahogany. I host Mahogany tonight, and tonight is Slam Night. So if you want to be part of a slam, if you're a slam poet, tonight be a great night to come out to Mahogany and check it out. check out Mahogany, check out what's going on that we doing. You can be a spectator or a judge. We pick 5 judges from the audience. You can be a judge, or you can come through and just hear, clap and lend your applause to the poets that's coming out to compete. So if you're a slam poet, come on out. We have several different price levels here. The first price level we have here, if you win first place, you will get $50. Yeah. $50 for first place. So first place is a nice $50 right there. So and then second place is $30, and then third place is $20. All right. Yeah. So we have different levels that you can win. So if you win first place, hey, you get a dinner and a coffee. If you win second place, you just get maybe a dinner or a coffee. And if you're in third place, you might just get a coffee, which is cool. Yeah. So, all right. So next up is third Thursday in the Sacramento room. If you come out to the public library on I Street, 828 I Street, you can come through. We have a noon reading. It lasts about an hour. So if you're downtown, you can come through. If you had lunch, or if you eat lunch a little early, you can do, and then you can break, or you can do half a lunch and then come there. If you do lunch at 11:30, and then you can come there at 12. And be a part of the poetry reading. We read other people's work at this reading. We don't read your own work. So that's April 21st at the Central Library in the Sacramento room. And the theme, which is not enforced, but you can read whatever you want since it's Poetry Month. You can come and read, whatever you want. But there's a theme, a light theme not imposed, but suggested for the readers. So if you want to read some poetry, you can read. So the etymology of April is around opening. So anything like opening of flowers, opening of whatever. So if you have a poem about openings, you can come there and read that poem to us, and we'd be like, oh, that's nice. Okay, so snap our fingers. All right, and I forgot to mention that Mahogany Urban Poetry Series, the Slam Night, Mahogany Slam Night, is at Queen Sheba Restaurant. So come to Queen Sheba Restaurant. That's located at 1704 Broadway, Sacramento, California. The door is $5 for Mahogany. And the third Thursday reading in the Sacramento room is free. You can come on out. It's free. And you can come out there. And it's on the second floor, I think. No, the third floor. And the Sacramento room, which is a nice room. If you've never been to the Sacramento room at the Central Library, you are missing out on something. So you might want to come through just to see the Sacramento room. All right, next up, we have here on Thursday the 28th, so that's next week. So today is the 20th. If you're listening to this right now, I'm recording this on the 20th, April the 20th. But on April 28th, next week, on Thursday at 8 p.m. at Luna's Cafe, you can come by and you can join us. Luna's Cafe is located at 1414 16th Street. You can get in, it's free. With one drink minimum. You can come in and you can order a tea, or you can do whatever, order a tea or, coffee or whatever it may be. And you can just be there all night and listen to poetry. And we have a very special guest, Nancy Gonzalez. She has a reading herself that she hosts. I forget, I think it's on the third and fourth Sundays, or the first and third Sundays at the Avid Reader on Broadway. But if you come there, you can find out all that, all of the particulars on that night. So come on the 28th and check out. It's at 8 p.m. We have Nancy Gonzalez. She's going to read for us. She's going to be the feature, and we have open mic. That's an open mic venue as well. So you can come through if you have some poetry you want to share. You can get an open mic list and then take in the wonderful feature that we have for that night. All right. And then bringing us to Black Talk Sacramento. So Black Talk Sacramento. We're gonna tackle that right now. So the next live taping of Black Talk Sacramento is on May the 10th. May the 10th. So in that vein, we're gonna actually go to the Black Talk Sacramento website and check out the event. So we have the Mahogany Urban Poetry Series that's there, and then also at Underground Books we have. Children's story time with River City Roadrunners, Beautiful Blackbird. That's the book that they're reading. So if you have little ones, you can go ahead and bring them there to the Underground Books. Also, to the Sacramento Area Black Caucus is having an open house. So that's going to be, I only have the P.O. box here. I don't have the actual location for their open house. So you might want to give them a call to find out their location. 916-627-8650, or you can give them an email right there. So you can go to the blacktalksacramento.com and check out all that and click on events. And then then another poetry reading that we have going on is Dr. Shaka Muhammad. He's going to be at Senior Readers Speaks. So you can go there and check that out with Dr. Shaka Muhammad. He is featuring there. He is a longtime poet in the area. So come on out and check him out. He's always fun to hear read. He has these one-liners that is awesome. Yes. So, and that's going to be at the Goss Art Gallery Studio. That's 1825 Del Paso Boulevard in Sacramento. All right. And then also too, we have a art talk with Dr. Monica Crooks and Anna Marie, moderated by Milton 510 Barnes. That's going to be at Underground Books on April 30th from 5 to 7. All right, so check that out. And then, but the Dr. Shaka Muhammad reading is going to be at 2 p.m. on Saturday, April 30th. And the art talk is going to be on Saturday, April 30th at 5 p.m. So you can do both of those if you're feeling jumpy. And you can get around. If you had a lot of coffee, you can do both of those. That'd be very cool. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is the big day of giving that's coming up on May the 3rd. So you can support a lot of so they tried to group a lot of the fundraising into one day for a lot of these nonprofits around here. There's something that started maybe like 2 years ago or so, where they started this thing called the Big Day of Giving, where they kind of centralize everything. And then the African American organizations formed a cooperative kind of coalition. The Sacramento African American Nonprofit Coalition. They formed that so that you can actually donate to all of these Black organizations that's local, which is very cool, and we hope you do that. So that's going to be on May 3rd, and it starts at 12 a.m. On May 2nd, and it goes all the way to 11:59 p.m. on May 3rd. And so, yes, keep your eye out for that. Go to blacktalksacramento.com and check out all the events that we have on there. And if you want to actually post a event on the Sacramento blacktalksacramento.com website, you can actually click on the suggest your event right there and enter in your information, and we put it on the website for you so that you can so that when people search on Google, it hit there. All right. So that'd be very cool. All right. So I think that's everything. Oh, and also too, we have just posted the Coffee and Poets new podcast that I'm still working on the Black Talk Sacramento podcast. That should be up probably by this weekend. But if you want to listen to a podcast that we just recently uploaded, you can go to NSAA360.com. So that's NSAA360.com. Click on that, and then click on Coffee and Poets right there, podcast series. Click on that, and then it'll take you here, and it'll be the first one, the first here. So you can call Coffee and Poets number 26, Bob Stanley interviewing Allegra Silverstein. She was the poet laureate of Davis, and it's a very wonderful reading and interview with Bob Stanley. He's a great interviewer, and he really he really interviewed well Allegra Silverstein, and you will be like, oh, I didn't know that about her. And if you know her, you know that she dances, she do all kind of stuff. So hey, she's very cool. All right, I think that's it. You can go there, and then if you want to actually buy the podcast, you can, to support what we're doing. And by clicking on that link, you will actually buy the podcast here. You can say download. Buy now. You can download the podcast. It's a donation, really, and you just enter in how much you want to donate, or pay the $5 to download it and help support Coffee and Poets and everything that I do. All right. And that's the NSAA report, right? It was painful. No, it wasn't painful. It was non-painful. But I don't think my voice is particularly painful. All right, so since it's Poetry Month, we're gonna go out on a poem. This is one of my favorite poets, Sunni Patterson, and this is one of my favorite poems of hers. Is "We Made It," and it was on Def Poetry Jam. It's an old poem. It was recorded in 2007. She was a Katrina person, so she lived in New Orleans when Katrina hit, and she was displaced by Katrina. And but this is before then, I believe, and in 2007, and she's recorded this wonderful poem, and so we're going to go out on this poem. Okay.
New Orleans, Sunni Patterson.
So I'm from a stock that pitch cocktail bombs and hand grenades. We pour cayenne pepper around the perimeter of a building to keep the police dogs at bay. I'm the Panther Party in a Desire housing projects in New Orleans. I'm a nigga turning the gun on the National Guards. Take a long, long look. I'm a cook in the kitchen asking the missus to taste the dinner. Take a long, long sip, cause death ain't always this good. It's eyes popping out they sockets. It's a lifeless body rocking backwards and forwards. It's a boy stabbed 40 sometimes in front of the church house. It's a man 43 years old stuffing his penis in a 9-year-old girl's mouth. No, death don't always taste good. Just don't sound like something I want to eat often. I hear them say it was like a train came through the room, left mama so depressed she was unable to move until one day. A few months after the hurricane, husband and child found the Trinity bloody in bed, his wife, son, other daughter dead, and on the end table there was a letter that read, I couldn't stay here, not for 1 minute longer, and it made no sense for me to leave here alone, cause who would take care of my babies with their mama gone? I'm telling you, death ain't always good. It'll leave you finning for water and food. It'll riddle up your body in an Audubon ballroom. They'll El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz you, crown you king, then dethrone you in a Lorraine hotel. They'll disfigure your body to where folk can't tell if you Emmett Till or not. Tell them, mama, keep that casket open. Let all the world see it ain't just burning in Mississippi. Hell is hot wherever you be, from the rooftop to the cell cell block. Step on up to the auction block, bend over, touch your toes, so show your teeth. Lift her titties, examine his balls. It damn near sound like a hip-hop song, but it's slavery at its peak. A circus for all the freaks. They'll warn you, caution when you speak. Can't afford the truth to leak, but we'll say blessed are the meek, and all the ones who make peace, and all the ones who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness. For we say theirs is the kingdom. Earth is their inheritance, so no matter how treacherous, they'll try to trap us in them trenches. They'll dig deeper ditches, but all that matters is this: which side will we pick? Which path will we choose? Either win or lose, cause death don't come in vain. Not for us to remain enslaved or our spirits to remain in cages. It comes so we might be courageous to fulfill our obligation to our God and all creation, and stand in determination, able to look death in the face and say, we made it, we made it, we made it, we made it.
Sunni Patterson, y'all.